You're listening to the Dave and Bek Show.
Bek and Dave.
You're making this difficult. I'm Dave.
And I'm Bek. David.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
How excited are you for today?
Scale of 1 to 10.
No, on a scale
2.
of 1 to over the moon.
2.
Oh, okay.
You can increase the top. It's the other 2.
On a scale from 10 to over the moon.
10.
Oh, you're at a 10.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. Look at that big smile on your face.
Only because
And I think
rating system sucks.
You're as happy as I am right now.
Why?
That's how I feel. You look like you're radiating. And you want to know why? Because we're kind of in sync.
What do you mean we're in sync?
Have you not noticed like our matchy? Like you're in a pastel. I'm in a pastel-y color.
Shit.
Look at us. You know, I just feel like as best friends, we're really in tune with one another. Clearly, we didn't like text and say, hey, what are you going to wear? What are you going to wear? Which honestly, I would love, so that we could coordinate more because that would be awesome.
That is weird.
But we
You're
didn't
way
do that.
too excited. You're way too excited over this.
Yeah, when I saw you in the purple shirt, first of all, I've never seen you wear purple. So this is an exciting day for us. And then secondly, like we're kind of matching, like color schemey wise.
I thought I'd try purple out.
You have to admit, this is kind of nice. Come on.
No, this is not nice. This
Why are
is
you
the kind of
smiling then?
shit my nightmares are made out of.
You say that, but your eyes, you're glowing right
No,
now. You're sitting here thinking
this is like, what did I get myself into?
No.
Maybe we should replan this.
You're like, oh my God, I'm dressed like my idol, like my fashion idol, Bek.
Oh, God. So,
You kind of
anyway.
idolize me a little bit.
What?
You kind of idolize me a little bit.
You're wearing
It's
an
okay.
NSYNC shirt.
Oh my God, yeah, I am.
And you said we're in sync. I
Yeah.
thought that's what you meant.
Yeah, no,
But-
kind of. It's kind of like a double meaning.
That's neat. That's neat.
In the band of NSYNC, you'd probably be like the Chris.
Which is Chris?
Yeah, exactly. The one no one knows about.
I wouldn't be Justin.
You think you'd be a Justin?
No.
Out of the two of us, who would be the Justin out of the two of us?
Well, I would hope it would be me because Justin's a male.
Okay, no, like,
You mean out of singing?
no, I just mean like group-wise, like charismatic and like great.
Yeah, that'd be me.
You think that you're the Justin?
I'm definitely the Justin.
I'm done with this podcast. Everyone knows by the two of us, I'm the Justin. Put in the comments who's the Justin out of Bek and Dave.
Don't.
Please.
Not necessary.
It is necessary.
You
You're saying
don't-
not necessary
Yeah,
because
'cause they're
you
gonna
don't want
hurt
to
your
see.
feelings.
It hurt my feelings. No. I think your feelings are going to be hurt. Everyone write to me and tell
Just-
me who's the Justin.
Even if you think she's the Justin, just troll her.
You're going to get on there and just...
I have 8 Gmail accounts waiting for this. It's our 8 subscribers.
We have more than 8, but hey, while we're talking about subscribing, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
true. I didn't think
And
about that.
any of our podcast platforms. You can listen to us anywhere. You go on a road trip,
Definitely
listen to us.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
It's really important. YouTube sent me an email. They said they feel bad for us.
They said, we're going to gift you 10 subscribers
Yeah.
just so you have something
They
going for
said
you.
even the bots aren't subscribing. And I was like, they said, what did you do to our algorithm? The bots aren't even subscribing. So, yes.
That is too sad. Do you know what I did last night that was super fun?
What's that?
It's this thing called Activate Games. Have you heard of this before? I think it's a franchise.
Activate games.
Yeah, so you go in and like the game Floor is Lava where you have to like,
Yeah, like a
go
6-year-old's
from thing
play
to
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, sure, and adults too, I guess,
Yeah.
What kind of
sure.
game nights do you go to?
I don't know any adults that are playing The Floor is Lava.
If you're drunk enough, that game is like super fun.
I guess if you're drunk enough, everything's fun.
That's true.
Root canal.
No, anyway, so this place called Activate Game, you go in and they have all these different rooms.
Okay.
Each room is like themed, where one's like a climbing room, one is, it says like a memory room, so you have to go in and kind of solve puzzles and stuff.
Okay.
And there's different games within each room too. Like you pick the game when you're on the outside and you go in. Well, one of them actually had like laser beams. kind of like Mission Impossible-ish.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So then you have to go and you have to duck under whatnot.
like
You
you're
only have
kind of like
so many
sneaking
lives.
through to get like to
Yeah.
steal something.
Yeah, it's almost like you are in an actual like video game, sort of.
So what happens if you touch the laser beam?
It goes. Nyang, nyang.
That's it.
Well, and then you lose lives. You only have so many lives, and then one member of your party dies, unfortunately.
The person who gets zapped.
Yeah,
or
they just die for real.
That's
So it's like high stakes situation.
See,
you know,
now
I went with some
we're
friends,
talking.
and we lost some loved ones, but it was great. No, nothing
Good
happens, David. You just lose the game.
So what happens when you get to the other side?
Well, actually, when you're in it, you have to actually keep going back and forth. Like, you have to get through the lasers. You're on one side, then you hit this button on the wall. The lasers start a new pattern. You have to get back to the other side, hit a button on the wall, and you go to so many levels. And it just keeps going and going and going until
Sounds like hell.
No, it's
So
like,
you beat the puzzle, you hit a button, and they just like, fuck you, you do it again.
yeah, but like in a different kind of way. What are you expecting? Like a gold prize or something?
Yeah, like some jewelry at the other end that
This
you're
isn't
supposed
like
to
a
steal.
Mark Wahlberg movie.
That you're supposed to steal, and then you have to get back to the other side, and boom, you win.
So you only want to do something like that if you get like a reward.
I only want to do something like that if in the end I actually get
You're
something out
compensated.
of it. Yeah.
So do you never play any kind of game? This
I-
explains a lot about you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
So you play Monopoly with real money.
yeah.
And your mortgage on the line.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you have to go through the lasers,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say you do it, you're like really good.
Yeah.
And then you go back through the lasers again, and you do it again.
Mhm.
Then you keep
But
going
it keeps
back
getting
and
harder and
back
harder and
back
harder.
and back. That just sounds shitty. Can't we just end it after I make it back?
You only want to be able to do it one time. But it increasingly gets harder. So like you start to feel for a second like,
Do the
whoa,
lasers
I'm really
eventually
good.
move?
Yeah, they're constantly moving.
No, I mean, like, they actually, like, move.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's somewhere it's like going up and down. You have to
okay.
like jump or like go underneath.
So they're just not
or-
straight lasers.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes it. So that's.
That doesn't matter. It's just, I was just curious.
Well, okay. See, when you said that, it made it seem like you were more
So do they
excited
move
to do it.
faster as you get to higher levels?
Sometimes, yeah. And they're really
what level
tricky.
did you get to? Be honest. You didn't get past level 1.
That's not true.
That is true.
I think we made it to level 2.
We? What level did you make it to?
No, you do it as a group. So if someone really sucks on your team, that sucks for you.
You got to level 2. So you made it, and you made it back.
No, so like the level you had to do a couple different times to beat that level, and then it was a couple other times to beat another level. So we did a couple rounds of it, but we got to level 2.
So, okay.
And then they were basically like, you guys just need to get out of this fucking room because you are embarrassing.
That happened. So you could be in there for a long time.
Yeah. However long, you want to keep doing it. Unless someone's outside the room and they request
Is there
it.
a timer?
So each round is only like a minute and a half. So like.
Oh, you have a minute and a half to get through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that at least adds an element of excitement.
Yeah, you have to do things relatively quickly. There's even another game, which is my favorite game, where the room, some kind of speaker in the room, like the floor lights up different colors, and they say the color, and you have to get there to the square, and then it keeps getting like the floor, more and more colors come up, but they shout out one, and however many people are in the room, there can be up to 5. There'll be 5 squares of that color, so you all have to be standing on one, and you get like 5 seconds to get there.
What happens if you don't get there?
It goes, and then you lose a life. It really is like a video game.
They should have done it like singles. Like you have 5 in your group, everyone does their own, and then there's a winner at the end.
David, that is so sad.
That
Why
makes it
is
more
your
fun.
outlook so?
Why is it everything?
You're
gotta
just like what, teammates, every man for himself.
Yes.
That's what this is about.
Now, if it was a team competition, that would be one thing, but it's not. It sounds like it's just a bunch of people, and you're all running to do the same thing.
Yeah, you're trying to
Sounds
win.
boring.
You're trying to win as
Win
a team.
what?
There's camaraderie there, Dave.
Win what? Oh,
The
we got to
saddest-
level 2 this time. We did great.
You should be like a life coach.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if they did 5 people and we all got our own turns,
Mhm.
and then you had little bragging rights, like, yeah, I won the laser room,
I just think what's so funny is
and then the blinking lights, they should make one disappear, and then people push each other to fight for the blinking light.
that is terrible.
No, that's a damn good idea.
It's
That's
terrible.
adult music chairs
I
right
like
there.
how we take this thing where it's like, my friends and I, we are all bonding together. And you're like, how
Were
do
you
I make
bonding,
this where
though?
I just like beat I beat everybody.
Were you bonding, though? I mean, because let's be honest, the loosest link, or the weakest link, not loosest,
Yeah.
but the weakest link, that's going to be like the one that pisses everyone off. Like, come on, John, move your ass. You screwed us in the laser room. Why do we bring John with us? I mean, if anything, it causes problems because when you're a team doing the same thing, everyone looks at the one that's screwing
Well,
up.
I mean, I don't have friends that are losers, so I didn't run into that problem.
Well, obviously, you're all a bunch of losers because you only made it to level 2.
In the laser room, it's hard.
How far did you get in the blinking room?
The blinking lights room, level 6.
How
out
many
of 10.
levels are there?
Out of 10.
Lame. Couldn't even run to a square. I mean, how easy can it be? Let's all run to a color.
Oh my God, David, we're gonna go to Activate Games, and you're gonna experience this.
I get the laser thing.
But you have
'cause
to
gotta
realize
move
though
and-
that we would be on the same team. Okay, so you can't try to
Lame.
screw me over.
Yeah, it doesn't. What else was there? What else you got to do?
There was a climbing one where
have
you
to
were
climb.
on like these ledges and stuff, and then different things would light up. There was a really cool game where there's like a pillar in the middle of the room, and there's this eye, and there's an eye on every side, but you have to see which eye is lighting up, and you have to hide behind the pillar. And you also have to hit different like colored things on the walls and then hide, or else you lose lives.
So it's like hide and seek.
Kind of. I think it might have actually been called that. It was
And
awesome. I mean,
how much
but I
did you
get
pay?
so into it that I actually made my finger bleed yesterday because I was shooting all these hoops and stuff. They actually called me hoops in high school. Like I'm really good at basketball. And
They called you hoops in high school.
Yeah.
So your brothers and sisters, you homeschooler. What do you mean they called you hoops in high school? You don't get to say that.
I was just kidding. No one ever called me that. I'm not athletic. Let me have this, David. God damn.
They called you hoops because you wore earrings all the time. I mean,
You're right. You're not wrong about that. I still have some in. Anyway, so they called me hoops in high school, and I actually was relatively good at it, but I got so competitive. I don't know if you know that about me, but
so what
I'm
do you
very
do in the
competitive.
hoops? You just have
that I hit
to
it.
shoot baskets?
There's different kinds of games. So there's some where you have to shoot baskets incredibly quickly, and then there's another one that's like a Simon Says. So you have to memorize the pattern and then get it in those hoops.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
So hoops, hide and seek, run to a square, avoid the laser. What else was there?
I don't remember.
Climbing.
Yeah, and there was just tons of different stuff. I didn't even try all the games because
Oh.
there are too many.
So
You can't
how
try
much
in one
did you
trip.
pay for this?
$20
So for 20
for 75 minutes.
You have 75 minutes to do whatever games you feel like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you just pick the ones. They don't make you go door to door.
Right, yeah, no, you pick whichever one you want to do.
Interesting.
And you can replay them as many times as you want. They did miss an opportunity with the Mission Impossible kind of room with the lasers, though. They didn't play the music, and I think that would have been better.
Played some music?
Yeah, like the Mission Impossible music, though. Like, you kind of felt like you were Tomcat. Like,
Do you know what would have been better?
what?
On the magic squares that light up?
Yeah.
Pitch black room.
That would have been, honestly, actually, that would have been kind of cool. Where just the floor. Like, you
Just
are
the floor.
just seeing the floor.
Just the floor. Because you all be running into each other. Smashing in, bumping heads, knocking
Yeah,
each other
it'd be
down, cursing at each other. You want to talk about team building? You know who your real teammates are after that one.
You're not even blinking. This is really, this is a side of you that I'm
These
not
are the
sure
games
I like.
that should exist. But to make it so people don't get hurt,
Mhm.
put them in a giant bubble.
Oh, have you ever? I've always wanted to do one of those things where it's almost like you're in a hamster wheel for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, like Gladiator. You ever see
Yeah,
that
and
show
then
back
you-
in the day? Gladiators?
No,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
no, wait. I have seen that movie one time with Russell Crowe.
No, it was a game show called
Oh.
Gladiators.
No, never heard of that.
Like, there's a lot of shows that are kind of like based off of it, sort of, and now.
Oh,
But Gladiators was, you were like a athletic person, I guess, and you went up against these people who were like buff or super fast or whatever.
yeah.
And every show always had the ball. And what happened was you had to like beat the other competitors, the other regular people, and you were in this giant hamster ball, and you had to wheel up to like these point sections.
Oh,
And the
okay.
gladiators were also in their own hamster balls, and they had to stop you. So they would
Oh.
wheel to you, knock you around, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually sounds kind of entertaining.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I've never heard of that movie or that TV show
The
or
TV
whatever
show?
it was.
Oh, yeah, it was a great show.
The only one we used to watch all the time was that Wipe Out. You ever watch that?
Uh,
Where people bounce on the big red balls, and then they have to go through all the activities and stuff, and whoever gets through it fastest wins like $500,000.
oh, it has water in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did see that a few times.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think you'd be good at a game like that, or like American Ninja Warrior?
I think I'd be really good at that ultimate miniature golf show. I think, I don't know if you noticed about me, but pretty good at miniature
I like
golf.
that I'm talking about like these athletic ones, and then you're like, you know what I'd be good at? Putt putt.
I'm just being honest.
No one can beat me in putt putt.
I'd be really good at maybe a game of war, card game,
Like, oh, I was about to say with like bazookas and stuff.
or that. Yeah, you played war, right?
Yeah, I'm unbeatable in war.
Huh. I think that might be our next bet. Chris, that'll be a really long video.
That's true. Besides, we'll do a bet this time. This episode.
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
want redemption.
I don't know what you're up to.
Yeah, well, you'll
I have
find
a
out.
feeling this is one-sided.
No, it's not. In fact, this is a perfect segue. Everyone, we're going to play a new game. And I don't know the consequence of this, though. Whoever wins gets to decide on the next episode what happens to the other person. So I'm going to obviously get to choose whatever your consequence is when you get this wrong.
What's that, wide open?
Yeah.
No.
Because I haven't.
Because you could come with anything.
Yeah.
Like jump off a building. See ya.
It can't involve death. It's either going to involve food or maybe something that you have to wear through the
Food?
whole episode.
I'm not eating an insect.
Ew, you think I want to pick up an insect?
That's what I'm saying. We got to draw some lines.
No, it'll either be a food combination you have to try or something I'm going to make you wear. It's probably something I'm going to make you wear through the whole episode.
No.
Yeah. And, I mean, if I lose, you would do the same for me.
This is so one-sided, I can tell already. I don't
No.
even know what this show is or your little game show you're about to do, but
Yeah.
I can already tell this is so one-sided.
No, it's not.
Because that's how you operate.
It's not.
You can't make it
If
fair.
that was true, David, I would not have had to meow and eat Cheetos and milk.
I don't know if you remember or not, Becca, but when you first introduced that show, you didn't want there to be another end to that. It was just supposed to be me that was supposed to be subject to if I got like one wrong.
Yeah, and who did that backfire on? Myself.
Because I made the argument that it should go both ways.
Right, and this will go both ways.
Explain the game before I jump
Okay,
myself into
so
it.
before we started the episode, I said to give me 3 celebrity names.
I gave you 2 though, didn't I?
I know, but then I threw in another one. So we have Tom Cruise, we have Johnny Depp, and we have Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is guess their ages.
Did you look this up?
No, but how would I have looked up actors that I didn't know who you were going to say? So whoever gets closest to the 2 out of 3 is the winner.
I have a feeling that you picked Tom Cruise because you know Tom Cruise's age.
No, I was just thinking about Activate Games and the Mission Impossible thing. So that's why he was on my. I can pick a different person right here, right now.
So you do not know the ages?
I do not know the ages, David.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to pick someone else other than Tom Cruise? Would that make you feel better?
So we're doing
Robert De Niro. You want me to pick someone else?
No.
Okay. So you got to write down. I wrote down the 3 names. You write down your guesses. I'm going to write down mine. Best 2 out of 3 wins.
Best 2 out of 3. What do you mean?
Because there's 3. There's 3 actors, so whoever.
That's not what 2 out of 3 means.
I mean, you get 2 out of 3.
That doesn't make any sense. If I get
No, if you get 2
one right and you get them all wrong, I win. I don't need 2 out of 3.
You're right.
Best 2 out of 3 means we're going to do this at least 2 times. At least
You're
2
right.
times.
You're
Possibly
right.
3.
Okay, I get it. Whoever gets the most
That's
right
1 point
wins.
for me.
Whoever. I was thinking in my mind, though, like, you have to get 2. Okay, whoever gets the most right wins. And whoever's the closest wins. Okay.
But we don't have what happens. So I don't know if I want to go through with this.
You have to.
All right, Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
and what was the other one?
Johnny Depp. Dude, I wrote them down for you, bro.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I
Okay.
just said it 2 seconds ago.
All right, go ahead. Write yours down.
Okay. Oh, I might be wrong about this one. Okay. I'm ready when you are. We'll Google it up. What did you say? Who should we go with first? Robert Downey Jr.?
Sure. What do you have?
I regret it. 48. What did you put?
50.
Robert Downey Jr. He's 58.
I was actually gonna do 55, but I.
How is he that old?
I knew he was old, but I was actually gonna do 55, but then I thought maybe I'm going too high.
Okay, so you get the first one.
What are you doing next?
Tom Cruise.
What do you have?
54.
Shit, you're gonna win that one.
What do you
I
have?
almost went 60.
Oh my God, he's 60 years old.
I was gonna do 60, but I once again was thinking to myself maybe I'm being too aggressive.
Oh my God, whoever wins this last one, what did you put?
46 for Johnny Depp.
You think that man is 46? He looks old as hell.
How old do you think he is?
60.
Wait. Before you do this, are we doing Price is Right rules?
What is Price is Right rules?
If you go over, it doesn't matter how close you are.
Oh, okay, but that would kind of backfire on you.
No. If you go over, so that means if the number's
Okay.
under your number, you lose no matter what.
Okay,
You want to do Price is Right rules?
sure.
Okay.
Johnny Depp. I said 60. He's 60 years old.
Shit. All right, best 2 out of 3. I knew I should have gone older.
I was
and
surprised that you thought
Tom
he was
Cruise.
46.
I don't know. I was thinking, okay. When in
You
the
thought
80s,
Johnny
he
Depp was only
in,
3
in
years
the
older
80s,
than
he
you?
was in Nightmare on Elm Street. And he would have been probably in his 20s. I don't know. Maybe I should went in the 50s, but I never would have thought he was 60.
Sweet victory.
Well, we have to do this within reason, just so you know.
Yeah, you're going to wear a shirt that says, Beck's my best friend. It's going to have my picture of my face on
Is this what you had? Do you have that shirt?
No, but I'm going to get it.
You're going to spend money on a shirt that says Beck's my best friend.
Yeah. Look at the camera quick and do this. Because I'm going to take a still of it. Go ahead. Look at the camera.
Why?
Put your thumbs up.
Why?
Because I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to put it on the shirt. Say, this Beck's my best friend.
Of me or you?
Of the both of us, David.
Oh, we're both going to be on the shirt.
Yeah. You ready?
Well, at least I don't have to eat Cheetos and milk.
God. And you have to eat Cheetos and milk and bark like a dog. Sweet,
Why does it
sweet
got to be a
revenge.
dog? All right.
Okay, so the audience and me, we're dying to know. You had a weird invention last episode, and I would love to hear. Actually, can I go first? I've got something I wanted to talk to you about. It reminded me of this. Okay, I saw this news article the other day, and it was talking about how, and I don't know if you've heard of this, someone, like an employee, was deciding to sue Dairy Queen because of their rule for the blizzards where you have to tip it upside down.
Right.
And they said that they've had to do that for so long, it was giving them carpal tunnel. So now Dairy Queen is doing away with the tipping it upside down or your thing is free.
Well,
Did you hear about that?
I did not.
What do you
But-
think about it?
I think that how long's that person been working at Dairy Queen?
Apparently like 85
And
years.
if they have, should they have they need to reconsider their life choices?
And honestly, I've never liked when they're about to hand it to you and then they're like, whoa, because you can't reach for it too fast.
Well,
then,
you know why they do that, right?
just to make sure it's like show you that it's thick.
No.
Oh,
I mean, that's true.
okay.
But the rule is if it drips, you're supposed to get it for free.
Well, yeah, I thought, yeah, that's true.
They're like trying to prove to you, like, hey, look how great, but it won't even drip.
Right, because it's so
But
thick.
I've had mine drip.
Oh, have you?
Oh, sure. Especially
then
if you're
you-
stuck in drive-thru and they make it too early.
And they tip it upside down and it drips out? That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like, where's my free?
Did you get a free one?
They cursed at me. They
And
said,
then they threw
do
it
you
at me."
understand I have fucking carpal tunnel? I do this 20,000 times a day. One time. It drips. And you're trying to tell me they take this from my paycheck. I was like, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
Have you actually ever had it drip?
Yeah. I have, but I never got one for free. I never called them out on it.
You've actually had it drip?
Yes, once or twice. But I never called them out on it.
How old are you? Because, like, you must have lived for a really long time to actually see that happen.
What do you mean?
That means you probably have had, like, a lot of blizzards in your life. Because,
I've
like, I've
had-
never seen that happen.
I've had my share of blizzards, okay? Everyone knows that. Okay, so you can see me now.
No, but if you were Dairy Queen and you got that, like, that case came across your desk, Would you be like, forget it, we're doing away with the whole rule?
Yeah. I would say, fuck this. I'm not doing it. We're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, even though that's like their big thing.
Yeah, and next week, someone's going to get carpal tunnel because they have to clean the damn bathrooms. So
We're doing away with bathrooms.
Right. We're not cleaning them. Yeah, so don't be using any Dairy Queen bathrooms anytime soon, folks. It's not going to be very nice in there.
Honestly, though, what do you think is better? Really quick. Culver's or Dairy Queen ice cream?
Dairy Queen.
I would agree. And you know what else?
Culver's is custard.
Culver's stresses me out because their menu is so confusing and all they have is like a list of a million toppings, but I don't understand how many toppings I can say that I want. And I always feel so much pressure. I've only ever been like 3 times in my whole life, and I just like freaked out at the menu. I didn't understand it.
Do you know what Culver's has that's pretty good?
What?
Those like lemon ice things.
What's a lemon ice?
That during the summer, warmer time, they have like these.
Warmer time.
Yeah, they have like lemon ice.
Just lemon ice.
No, it's like
a slushie?
It's kind of like a slushie. It's hard to explain. Just go try one. Okay. Get the mango.
What the fuck, David? You just said a lemon slice, and then you said get the mango.
Lemon ice. Ice.
Oh. But still, lemon ice, get the mango.
Get the mango flavor. They add extra flavor to it.
Oh, so the baseline is still lemon.
It's still lemon ice, and then they add mango.
Oh. It's really
very tasty.
Really fucking confusing.
Anyway.
No, if I'm going to go to an ice cream shop, I'm going to get ice cream.
Custard's too thick. I'm not big on custard.
It tastes exactly like ice cream.
Yeah, but it's thick.
So is a Blizzard. Hello with the upside down.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And they don't taste exactly the same. They're a little different.
They taste basically the exact same.
Then why would you pick Dairy Queen over Culver's if they taste the same?
Mainly because of the anxiety from the menu. I just went through that. Okay. Jesus Christ, David. When I talk, do you listen to me?
Yes. Sometimes.
Move on to your stupid invention.
All right. So I just need to say I really hate the Mac. I don't know if that's been not a big fan.
David, how do you feel about this computer that we're using right now?
Not a fan.
Oh, okay. Never would have known that.
Can't stand it.
Okay.
And so I was thinking, what other shitty inventions exist out there? Like, you know, right? Like
on a scale of 1 to Mac.
Last week was the snow cone face mask thing that protects you from blizzards.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense in utility.
Truly.
Not perfect sense, but close. In utility. Doesn't necessarily work out in the fashion side, right?
Sure, yeah.
I thought, let me do another fashion.
Okay.
One that actually sold a little bit.
Really?
Just a little.
So people actually bought this, whatever
Some
this is.
people purchased this.
Okay. I'm dying to know.
It is called the radio hat.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
It was introduced in early 1949.
Okay.
Just to show a little picture there, the good old radio hat. As you can see.
Oh, so you were around for that.
I was around for the radio hat. That'd be a joke. Anyway.
I couldn't swallow.
They didn't have
rude.
Walkman back then. I know you don't know what a Walkman is.
It's men that go on walks.
No. And they didn't have, there was no iPod.
Okay, I know what that is.
Or phones. Cell phones.
God, people must have been bored as shit.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you do when you want to listen to the radio, but you're
like,
not near a big-ass radio?
Yeah, exactly.
Radios probably weighed like 70 pounds back then.
Right, exactly.
Well, you buy the radio hat, okay?
You buy the radio hat. And how stylish looking.
So the radio hat was a portable radio, believe it or not. It was built into a pith helmet. I guess that's just like a metal bucket helmet.
Yeah, sure. It kind of looks like a safari hat.
Yeah, it looks like a safari hat, yeah.
Yeah.
And it would bring in stations within a 20-mile radius. So,
really?
So if you went on for a long walk, you might get surprised with something new. It was introduced in 1949. Guess how much? Did you see this?
No.
Okay.
1949.
1949. Guess how much? If you get it within $1, I'll count it as a score. If you don't, you have to wear a shirt that says, not Dave's best friend. And we're both going to do a thumbs down, and you're going to buy that shirt also.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
I have to guess how much?
Within $1. How much? 1949 radio hat.
$7.
Shit.
I'm good at shopping.
Yeah, you're right.
How much is it?
$7.95.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
You're
job.
still gonna wear a shirt.
As the Man from Man radio hat. Oh, that's what it's called. Man from Mars. I'm sorry, Man from Mars radio hat is what it was
Man
called.
from Mars. Okay.
And it had like this big public push.
Oh.
They were trying to sell these babies.
Okay.
So it was in stores from coast to coast, the United States.
Dang.
Yep.
How many were sold?
I don't know,
Oh, but
but
people bought
it
them.
didn't lead to lasting sales.
Okay.
And it stopped selling the advertisement stopped in early 1950.
And it only came out in 49.
And they said its failure was primarily due to the technical limitations, not the fashion. Clearly,
Just
you see, you got the two transistors sticking out of the head, little metal circle in the back. Looks like there's a coin stuck in the middle, and then the little ear things.
Oh, so I was thinking that you just like multiple people would hear this. And
Oh no.
No, this is
It
just
had
for
little
your
ear things.
personal
Yeah.
enjoyment.
Yes, personal enjoyment.
Really? I mean that
And
that
she's very happy wearing it.
yeah, totally. Look how beautiful. Wow.
Yep, Man from Mars radio hat.
Man
Boom.
from Mars.
Purchase it now.
Have you ever read that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus?
No, why would I read that book?
I don't know, to understand women.
If you ever ask me, have I ever read a book? Before you even start that question, say, why would David read that book?
Have you ever read a book?
Yeah, I read books.
Don't say all the time because you don't read books all the time. Maybe kids' books. When's the last book
What
that
does that
you
mean?
read?
What does that mean? Maybe kids' books. That's rude. Trying to say I'm not up to the level of you? Oh, I can't read a romance novel with two people getting it on all the time.
Hey,
Excuse me.
don't make fun of smut. Okay, we like to read what we like to read, and romance novels aren't the only ones that I don't change this on me. I meant kids' books because you have children. I wasn't trying to insult your intelligence.
I feel like I was insulted there.
What truly? Do you remember the last book that you picked up to read?
From beginning to end.
Yeah, that's typically how you read a book, David.
So no skipping pages.
Do you normally skip parts of the story?
I don't read fiction normally. So normally I'll skip nonfiction of parts that I don't need to read.
Why would you only read nonfiction? Oh my God, all this stuff makes so much sense about you and your personality. You don't want to hang out with a bunch of people. I'm talking about a team building game, and you're like, how could I just be the solo winner? And now it's like, for entertainment, what do I want to read? Ugh, a made up incredible story? Nah, I want to read nonfiction.
The last book I read was How to Make Friends. It's not going well.
How to win friends and influence people.
I don't know why that's so funny. I don't know why that's so funny, Becca.
Clearly because you skipped pages. You read the title on the last page.
Anyway.
That is hysterical. But so you don't know the last book that you read?
I do not know the last book I read. The last book I remember reading that was fiction.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Well, okay, I'm not going to count the good books. Okay, I have read those.
Okay.
Was A Brave New World. I think I was like in high school.
Yeah, it's like required reading.
Yeah.
I hated that book.
How would you know it's required reading? I love how you always try to make it seem like you're in a public school.
As a homeschooler, that was still required reading in high
really?
school.
They made you read Brave New World?
They did.
No way.
My
Your parents.
Yeah.
Do they know what the book's about?
Yeah, my parents were public school kids. So they really did kind of do the same thing. Like they took their knowledge of being out in public school and just gave it to us.
But Brave New World, though, like that's about like it's a dystopia about like sex and.
I know.
Like, wow.
Yeah, it was my first smut. No, I'm kidding.
It kind of is smut almost. Did they do this while when you were in the cult?
I think
Were
I was older. You read it when you're like 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were in the cult when I was like 14.
Okay.
So yeah, when I caused all those boys to stumble.
Yeah, stumbling.
Should have turned
The
into
years
a
of the
game
stumble.
like how many can I get to stumble tonight? That's really what I should have turned it into. Yeah.
All right. Well, time to talk about the movie.
Yeah, the terrible movie.
Renfield on
Renfield.
Peacock. I hope everyone's given it a chance.
Yeah.
And like
Can
I
we
said,
talk about too? Like, if you had to name a streaming service, why would you name it Peacock?
because NBC, that's their mascot.
Logo. I know, but still, like, I just feel, and even Netflix, I like.
You're right. They should have just called it
But,
Cock.
like, they would have drawn a lot of people in.
Yeah, the wrong people.
Come watch Renfield over on Cock.
Did you see it was on Cock last night? I love Cock.
Do you watch the latest flick on Cock? Oh my god!
I am so glad I signed up for Cock.
Hey, we should start a streaming service.
I know, right?
But like Hulu, how did you get to that? You know?
Hulu? Yeah. Well, it's like Google. Like someone's just like, hey, let's think of something weird.
Yeah, but I kind of like Google.
Or Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. I like Instagram. I feel like that's a good one.
Well, that kind of has a little like gram, as in like a telegram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, I get.
Yeah.
But like Google or Twitter or Facebook makes sense, kind of, right? Like there's
Sure.
certain ones you kind of can get, but then there's
Get
some
behind.
that's just made up words that they're just like, okay, let's just do this.
If I had a streaming
Yahoo.
service. Oh, I like Yahoo though.
You do. You do like Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked those commercials back in the day when I was a kid. I
When
thought
they
that
were
was,
trying
like,
to
fun.
compete with Google.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Now they lost.
Yeah. That's how I used to stream music, was Yahoo Music. Do you remember that? Do you remember Napster?
Napster, I do remember.
Oh my gosh, I used to buy music off of Napster.
I used to steal music off of Napster. I mean, I used to download legally.
You did though?
And we would make CDs for only personal use.
I wonder whatever happened to Napster. I
No,
guess
they got
iTunes
in
took over.
trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the music industry went down on them and sued them,
Oh.
and then they ended up having to charge for the music downloads. 'Cause it used to be free downloads.
Gotcha.
Everyone was sharing with each other. It's person to person sharing.
Oh, see, I don't remember the details of it.
Oh yeah. So like you could upload your music, someone could download it from you, and then what it would do is to help download speeds, because this was before everyone had cable internet, right? Like it was back in the dial-up days. It would take you like 3 minutes to download a song, and in order for that to happen is they would allow you, if you all had the same song and the same version of that song or whatever, it would grab it from all the other locations and like help increase the download speed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So because uploads, so everyone would have their Napster open, and you would be downloading it and grabbing it directly from their personal computers.
It's so
and everyone would share.
fascinating to hear about like the old
think
days.
that's how it worked. Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
The old days.
I said
Napster
old
wasn't
did
that
days.
old, but either way, they got in trouble, and then
Was your screen black and white when you had to download and stuff?
black and white.
Because you're so old.
Do you know what color the screens were when computers first came out? They weren't black and white. They were green.
No, I don't know because I wasn't
They
around.
were green.
Oh, really?
I was on probably an early Apple computer in my elementary school,
Whoa.
and they were teaching us how to use it, and it was a turtle.
Wait, were you in elementary school when computers first came out?
I think so. Not first came out, but
Oh, okay.
first round they were starting to come out with PCs and stuff.
Wow.
So there was a. You look like this. You're being mean. Whatever. I'm done talking. But there was a turtle, and they taught you how to move the turtle, and the turtle would leave lines, and you could draw on your computer screen with the turtle.
Was that really fun for young Dave?
Well,
Did you make your turtle
know
ever go
that-
in like a loop-de-loop?
I know that you all live in this world of like phones doing so much and all this other stuff, but you have to understand that a computer back then was really like unbelievably new.
Really?
You guys take too much for granted.
Right. I'll think about that on my short walks, not like the ones you used to have to take to school uphill both ways in a blizzard.
Wow.
Anyway.
I'm so glad we're talking about this movie.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back to this really shitty movie. So, first of all, it's an hour and a half long, and it should have been wrapped up in
What do you
20
give
minutes.
it? 1 to 10. And I know you're calling it shitty, but really, what do you give it?
Well, it's supposed to be a comedy, and guess how many times I laughed? Like 2 chuckles, like, heh,
So what do you give it? 1 to 10.
4.
Oh, you call it shitty and you gave it a 4?
3.
Why? Because the actors tried?
Well, I like Aquafina. I like the girl in it.
Oh, you like...
I really like her stuff.
I thought she was the weakest character.
What?
I did. I thought she was the weakest character.
I like the sound of her voice. Like she's got kind of like a funny sounding voice.
She kind of does. She
Yeah.
has like almost like that, like she's in a circus voice.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, like it's different. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like
It's kind of like raspy-ish, but like, and when she yells, like when she was like, "Fuck you, Kyle," like it just was funny.
like she's like the ventriloquist doll.
What?
Think about it.
She's the doll.
She
Like
would-
that would be the voice coming out of the doll.
Yeah. Like the guy who's doing the voice, he's like, "Hey, how was your day today?" Yeah, like that. I was trying to throw my voice. Did it work? Did I sound like
I was like, wait, where did that come from?
I've been practicing.
Yeah, that was really good.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of
You weren't a
her
big fan of her character.
It-
She's
it-
the only one that had like really good storyline too.
her character was a good character
Yeah,
in
and she was-
terms of like morale. And
Yeah.
she stood up for something good.
Yeah.
But like in terms of the comedy side, kind of weak.
I thought her timing was relatively good. Who was your favorite character then out of everybody?
My favorite character was the support groups, the
Oh.
support group characters.
Okay, yeah, those were good.
But that was, I mean, other than that, I mean, like,
First
hey,
of
let's
all-
get to the movie.
Okay, yeah, and her
You
name
give
is.
you give it
her
a 4.
Yeah.
I give it a 3.
You didn't like this movie.
Nah, it wasn't that funny. It was okay.
You told me earlier that you thought it was funny, and when I was like, it wasn't very funny, you were like, "What? It was a comedy."
Well, I didn't
I
want to give
thought
away
you
what I
thought
was
it
going to
was
say.
funny.
I didn't want to give. Well, when I was watching it, I thought Becca probably laughed at that.
I hate that I just laughed at that.
But yeah, so movies
Normally,
about
I do give my laughs
Renfield.
kind of freely.
Renfield, right?
Renfield.
Okay, Renfield is the assistant to Dracula.
Mhm.
Helps Dracula get the food.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
Dracula.
changing my rating to a 2
Why?
because I was thinking about it more, and I really didn't like it.
You don't change your rating.
I can change whatever I want, David. It's a free country.
All right, fine. Coming from a 2 over here. All right, she went to a 2.
I'm not a 2. The 2 is coming out of the mouth of a 10. Let's just be honest.
Oh, I thought you said you're changing your rating. Okay. All right, so Renfield is assistant to Dracula.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, he's like this lawyer from way back when Dracula was first really like a count, I guess.
Yeah.
And he gets kind of manipulated in a way to join Dracula as a familiar. So he gets these special abilities whenever he eats insects, where Dracula gets stronger by drinking
that was really
blood.
freaking nasty, too. It was absolutely disgusting.
The
eating of the insect.
He doesn't get all the abilities of Dracula, but he gets like the super strength and agility and stuff like that. And then
Which was just a dumb storyline, okay? Spider-Man already did it. Come up with something new.
what?
You know, Spider-Man was bit by a spider, and then he got all those, you know. Do you know what Spider-Man is?
This is reversing the roles. Renfield's not bit by a spider. Renfield
No.
bites the spider.
I know, but I'm saying it's like the same kind of storyline. Get something else. How can a bug give you powers? I can accept it with Spider-Man. I can't accept it with this guy. I thought that was dumb.
Okay.
Anyway, so then Aquafina's character, the girl whose name...
hold on. We're not there yet.
Okay.
I got to tell this a very important part.
Right, okay.
There's vampire hunters.
Right.
They're trying to kill Dracula.
Right.
Okay. Unfortunately, they're about to beat him, and Renfield saves Dracula.
Yes.
Okay. Dracula ends up, a curtain falls down, light hits Dracula, burns him to almost death.
Right.
And that's where the story kind of pushes out into the United States, into, I don't know if they're in New York or where.
Right.
I guess it was New York.
Yeah.
And then that's where Renfield's job is to help build back up Dracula by getting him
Victims.
victims.
Okay, so then Aquafina's character, Rebecca, which normally I would love to hear my name in a movie. I think that's
Oh,
cool.
it's Rebecca?
Yes,
I didn't
David.
notice that. Go ahead.
They only say her name 18,000 times.
Oh, I didn't pay
And you
attention.
never one time was like, oh my God, that's my best friend's name. Okay, fucking rude. Anyway, you know what was terrible? So Nicolas Cage is in this movie. Okay? And Nick Cage, I liked him in like one movie,
What
National
movie?
Treasure.
National Treasure?
Yeah,
What
that was a good
about
one.
60 Seconds?
Never saw it.
What about 3 Minutes?
Oh, yeah, that one was
What
really
about
good.
an hour? Did you like that one?
I find him really creepy.
But Holly does too.
There's something about him.
I think he's a good actor.
Oh, really? Like, if I had to be stuck in a room with Nicolas Cage for a couple hours, I would not be comfortable.
What about Face Off? Great movie.
Oh, I have with John Travolta and him.
Mhm.
I don't think that helped the case. I found that movie scary.
Face Off was great.
I saw it one time. I didn't really like it.
You have to admit that Nicolas Cage is a good actor.
I don't have to admit anything about Nicky Cage.
Nicky.
I did like him in National Treasure when he was like, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Did you like him in National Treasure too?
Yeah.
So there's 2 movies.
Anyway, okay, so at one part, when he meets Rebecca, he says, Rebecca. And I was like, ugh. Like, it sent an actual shiver up my spine. So that dropped the rating a little bit extra too, just so you know. Anyway,
Okay.
So Rebecca's character, her dad was murdered. And she's a police officer. And her dad was also a police officer. And he was murdered by like this gang that's kind of running part of New York. So she would like to take that gang down. Well, it turns out that gang is paying a lot of the police department.
Like all of them.
Right. So they're kind of all on their payroll. And so she's just kind of up against this incredible odds that she just can't beat.
She's like the only cop with morals, besides maybe her sister, who I'm not sure
who's
is
an
a
FBI
cop,
agent.
but, FBI agent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's trying to avenge her father's death, and she's just having a really hard time. And they only keep putting her on like traffic patrol and nothing else. Even though she had arrested this guy, like the mafia guy's son,
Right.
They let him go without any issues and whatnot. So she just keeps having a hard time with that. She meets Renfield.
Right.
And I forget exactly how.
Renfield is so Renfield brings Dracula a few bad apples. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're not pure. They're drug addicts or whatever, druggies, and Dracula is like trying the blood, and he's like, "Look what you're bringing me. This is like junk. Like I want the good stuff. Where's like the nuns? Bring me some nuns or a busload of cheerleaders." And so Dracula's asking for all the purity blood, like the pure blood. Yeah. And so Renfield, he doesn't want to hurt innocents. What Renfield wants to do is he goes to the support group called DRAG, and it stands for it's like I wrote it down in my thing. It stands for, I'm sorry, I'll find it here. Dependent Relationship Anonymous Addiction Group. Okay. It's about these people who go into relationships with basically like narcissists or terrible people who only think about themselves, but they're like addicted to that kind of relationship where they're treated like less. Right. And they go to the support group, and Renfield goes there obviously too because he's in a relationship with Dracula where he gets treated like crap, and he's kind of getting sick of it.
And Dracula somehow is like able to talk to him where he can just hear him
because he's a familiar. That's what a familiar is, yeah.
Oh,
so they have this special connection to each other that allows...
A little bit like we did with this
really.
shirt.
No.
If you think about it.
I mean, I don't remember you saying, I'm going to wear purple today.
Maybe I was saying it to you in your dreams.
I'm never wearing this shirt again. But anyway, so where was I? He
went to the support group because he was in that relationship.
So what Renfield's doing is he's like, you know what? I have to do something bad. So I'll do something good as well. So I'm going to go and get the terrible boyfriends and girlfriends that these guys are in the support group with, the ones that are treating them terribly. Right. I'm going to go get them and serve them to Dracula. Yeah. So Renfield goes out, finds 2 of the boyfriends that they're together with drugs and stuff, and kills them and goes to feed them to Dracula. Dracula, of course, is like, I don't like this terrible blood. I want good blood. Get me some nuns, whatever. So Renfield's out. He's not wanting to kill innocents. He's kind of tired of killing innocents.
Yeah, he's got having this moral
Meanwhile,
dilemma.
he walks in. He goes into a bar, and what happens to be in the bar is a table full of nuns.
Right. A bus full
pulls
of
up.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah, a bus pulls up full of cheerleaders, and all he keeps thinking is, "Oh my God, I don't want to kill these innocent people," but he's going to do it because that's his job. Yeah. So he pulls out his little handkerchief, and he's gonna, what's that chemical called that knocks that he uses? Anyway.
I don't know, like date rape drugs.
No, it's not a date rape jug. It's like they use
chloroform.
Chloroform. Yeah. And it doesn't technically work that fast. I've tried.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so it
took at least a full 3
he's
minutes.
gonna go do it. And he's like following like the cheerleaders towards the back. It kind of looked like, you couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like that's what he was doing. And then the gang is coming after the good cop because the good cop stood up against the son of one of the gangs.
Yeah.
And
mafia lady.
and so the mother who's in charge of the gangs, like, you got to go take care of this cop and prove that you can take over the family business when it comes time.
Mm-hmm.
So he strolls in with his friends. They're all wearing like masks.
Yeah.
And he goes to kill the cop. And Renfield's sitting at a table when they walk in, and the guy basically says to the cop, "You join us and I won't kill you."
Mm-hmm.
And the cop, with a gun to her face, says, "Pull the trigger."
Right.
And that's when Renfield was like inspired, because he felt like she was standing up against an authority that was trying to keep her down. And Renfield needed that kind of like help, because he's trying to stand up against Dracula.
Right.
And then Renfield goes on like killing and whooping up on all of them, and she helps too. Like, she kills a few too. Yeah. But like they pretty much wipe out the entire group except for the son. He gets out. But and that's how they meet.
Yeah.
And then she's like treating him like a hero, and she says, "You're a hero. You know, that was incredible what you did." And then everyone in the restaurant is like clapping for him and saying thank you, and he's feeling like really good about himself. And that's the moment when he's like changing.
Right.
Like, he's realizing, I don't need Dracula.
Yeah. And it was stupid. The thing is too, like, and I understand it's supposed to be like over the top comedy, so they're doing all these killings and whatnot. The blood, everything looked way, it was too much,
or gory,
way gory. Yeah. And it just looked stupid. Like, and the blood did not look like real blood. At one point, he had two bad guys' arms just flailing out, and there was just blood, just like
yeah.
And he was like,
because he had like
people
super
up
strength.
With these, yes.
And they were just trying to show like he can just pretty much just kill
anything
like
easily. Wasn't funny.
It was a little over the top on the gore, for sure.
Everything was over the top with the gore, like all of it. And then Nicolas Cage, like, he just played the character so weird, and I was just so uncomfortable. And honestly, I was surprised too, because he's like a bigger named actor.
I think
he wasn't in it much.
Right.
And I was just sitting there like, you don't have to take every role that's handed to you.
He wasn't the main character. The movie wasn't called Dracula.
I know, but he still was like supposed to be a pivotal part of it.
I mean, he was in it a decent amount.
And honestly, the fight scene towards the end, I was like kind of skipping a little bit, because I was just sick of seeing like
the the constant death.
Yeah. I think that Awkwafina's character was the best. She was probably the funniest to me.
No,
other than the support groups. Renfield wasn't funny at all. I didn't like the guy. I just found him like kind of annoying. I wasn't really rooting for him.
Okay, I should say Renfield when he's at the support group with the support group, like that whole thing. Yeah, that's the best scene, because like
really the leader of the support group was funny.
He was good. Yeah, like there was a scene when he's like okay, so there's this girl and she's crying, and her boyfriend listens to some music called ska.
Yeah, that was funny.
I've never heard of ska before. Right. But either way, like, she's very upset, and she's like, and he listens to ska, and I hate ska music, and then someone else chimes in and goes, I hate that shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
she sticks up for the music.
And then someone else chimes in and goes, isn't ska just that music with a lot of horns? And then she ends up sticking up for the music even though she hates it. And then she's like, this is what I'm going through, whatever. Yeah. And then Renfield chuckles a little bit because even though that was her moment of vulnerability, he found it funny. Yeah. So the leader of the support group goes, do you want to say something, Renfield? And he goes, no, I didn't have anything. I was choking on an insect that I swallowed unintentionally. And someone in the support group goes, is there any other way than unintentionally? Like, who just eats insects? And I know that some people do, but
I didn't find
you didn't find that funny? I thought that was cute. I thought it was good.
Show me your laugh. Show me your laugh when you saw that.
That was good. A plus.
If a person came to you, okay, this is a serious question.
I'll tell you what, it made me laugh more than Holiday.
Stop! It did not.
Oh my God, Holiday was so bad. I'm still having nightmares.
But no, if a person stopped you on the street and was like, there was a crime going on, and they said, you have to eat this bug, and then we'll give you super strength so you can go and defend your family. You eating the bug?
Is it really going to give me super strength?
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
you just have to take his word for it, though.
Yes.
You would.
If they were...
Okay, now they're not actually hurting your family. They're just hurting a bystander.
What kind of bug is it?
It's a big spider.
I got to eat a giant spider?
Yeah.
Do I have a guarantee that the bug will make me powerful?
You just have to listen to what the guy's saying, as much as you could trust him.
No.
You wouldn't eat it? There's somebody that's hurting over there.
No, I wouldn't eat it.
Okay, if
Would you?
A bug? I don't care about having
Okay,
super strength.
what if your niece and nephew were in a terrible situation?
Oh, for sure. 100%. I wouldn't even think twice about it.
And this person said, you have to eat this bug.
Yeah. God.
In Cheetos and milk.
Ew, David. Yes, I would do anything for my niece
With
and
a
nephew.
spoon, and you have to gurgle it before you chew.
I'd be like, we're wasting a lot of fucking time here.
There's a lot of rules. Because you're asking for a lot of power, okay? You don't just get power by eating a bug. You gotta mix the ingredients.
Okay, let's just say though, there was a guy and he had like this magic spider. You don't know for sure, not though. And he just stopped you and he said, if you eat this spider, every single wish you'd ever wanted will come true. Would you take the chance and eat the spider just in case?
Do you know how many people have come up to me on the street with this magic spider? Okay? I'm done getting fooled. Okay?
How many spiders have you eaten in your
At
lifetime?
least 6. Okay?
What if it was the size of a tarantula? So you really thought like, okay, this is probably
The last guy, I was like, weren't you asking me for money? Like down the street? Now you're trying to sell me a magic spider? $5, all right.
$5 and then
Didn't
you eat
work.
it.
Didn't work. I asked for my money back.
Would you ever want a superpower? Really though?
No, why would I want a superpower? It only makes me amazing.
So you would. Which superpower would you want?
There's a lot.
No, but you can only pick one.
Only one?
Yeah. Which power would you choose?
God, that's tough because like if I pick a superpower that's not like gonna stop anything,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm
Then
gonna
you're
kind of be
selfish.
selfish with it.
Okay, but it's your wish, so you pick what you
Flight.
want. You'd want to fly everywhere. Instead of being like bulletproof or extra strong. or
Bulletproof would make me like an actual superhero,
anything.
right? Like I would have to walk into something.
Yeah. And you just don't want to have to do that.
Well, no, I mean
You
I
want
need
your
more. I need
weekends
more
free.
powers. I just don't want to be bulletproof. Like what am I gonna do? Okay, I got this, folks. I'm bulletproof. I'm gonna walk up, right? And then what? The guy's just gonna punch me down. Okay, like what good is it just to be bulletproof?
If you were bulletproof, though, don't you think you'd really want to get into like heavy lifting and stuff so you could just be a superhero?
What if I get my ass kicked? What if there's like three guys? Okay, they all got guns, right?
Yeah.
They're robbing a bank. I'm
Yeah.
like, cops, I got this. I walk in, right?
Yeah.
They shoot me. Boom, 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 right?
Mhm.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ha, ha, ha. Okay? And then I walk up to them,
Yeah.
and then they punch me. And then I fall.
Down you
And
go.
then I fall to the ground, and I start crying. And then they kick me. And then the cops are like, shit, we got to go help the bulletproof guy. I would be screwed. No, I don't. I need more powers.
Don't you think
Super
they would
strength
find you?
and bulletproof.
don't-
All right, I'm going in there.
Don't you think they would find you intimidating though? Like you're walking through, they're shooting,
They would.
nothing can happen.
They would, but do
So
you
then
think
why wouldn't you get the first punch in? Like they're scared of you.
this is what I would do?
Or at least like a face slap.
This is what I would do. I would walk in, right? They'd shoot me, right?
Yeah.
They'd waste their clips. I would be like, ha ha. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Okay?
What?
If they didn't do that out of fear,
Yeah.
I just have to leave.
What do you
I
think?
just get around, walk out.
What do you think would be more emasculating for you? Okay, so there's a man in front. There's a man in front of you. He either punches you in the jaw or he just like full fist slaps you across the face.
And I go, ow.
Like what's more emasculating? Like an actual punch to your face or like just a hand slap?
A hand slap would make me feel lesser. Yeah, definitely. So if he bitch slapped me is the right term.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if he bitch slapped me, yeah, I would. I mean, like I said, if I was bulletproof, that's all I had.
Yeah.
I would try to intimidate, but then when it came down to like the part where my bulletproof no longer mattered, I'm
Yeah.
leaving. I'm just turning around, and walking out. But I tried, guys. Sorry.
You wouldn't try to bitch slap him first?
Maybe I try to get them to use up their bullets, and
Oh,
then
sure.
the cops can come over and take over.
Oh,
Be like,
gotcha.
I'll be right back, and then I walk back in. Ha ha ha! And try again, guys. It's your last clip, okay?
You would actually choose flight then. Because what, you want to get places faster or you want to make friends with birds or like why flight?
Well, I don't make friends with birds. I didn't say I could talk to animals.
Don't you think like being invisible or like being able to hear people's thoughts might be cooler?
That would be a pretty good power.
Yeah.
Is seeing in the future count as a superpower, or is
Sure.
that too heavy?
No, sure.
Oh, then I would choose that. I think we talked about this.
You want to see into the future? Oh, right, because you want to win the lottery.
Because I could just win so much money, and then I have
Yeah.
so much power.
You're so selfish.
Because if you think about it, if you could see into the future, you can make every right decision.
That's true.
Because you would know what all the consequence would be.
I mean, I don't have to see in the future
least
because
most
I
of the
just like
consequence.
know the right decision normally to make, and then
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
you could
so
ask me
what
which.
would yours? What would yours be?
I would want to be able to heal people.
Heal?
Yeah, just heal anybody. Cancer.
Oh yeah, you're one of those.
Yeah. No. I was just trying to sound better
That's
than you.
nice.
I would choose. I wouldn't actually choose that.
Oh,
Yeah, screw people.
but you know, if you had the ability to heal people, you could make money off of that too. You could be like, yeah, I could heal your cancer, 1 million.
I love how everything comes. Oh my God, David, that makes you an anti-hero for sure.
Let me ask you, if you had the ability to heal people, would insurance cover it?
Why would you have to use insurance?
Well, what if you wanted like?
Oh, because you want the
$500,000?
insurance company to pay you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I will
Like
I will heal your
superhero
client.
insurance. It'd be like an add-on.
Oh, sure. I think that's morally wrong.
Well, what's your superhero?
I would say I feel like I'd want to be invisible, like to be able to. Go
Oh, great,
invisible.
the pervert one. Nice. Makes sense. Such
Why
a
does
perv.
that make me a pervert?
Oh, anyone who wants to be invisible is only for one reason.
What would
They
that
want to
reason
watch
be?
people get undressed. You're such a pervert.
You're disgusting.
Why else would you want to be invisible?
'Cause-
What other purpose would being invisible serve other than getting to watch people undress?
No, I feel like you could sneak around different situations. Would be exciting.
What situations? Like dressing rooms?
No, David. Forget it. I
You're
want.
such a perv.
I
I don't
want
know.
flight. I
You
want
already
flight.
said it. You already said it, you pervert.
Haven't you ever wanted to like listen in on someone's conversation before? If I was invisible, I could go do that.
That's like such an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, and
That
just
makes
call
you
me
a
Google,
villain.
baby.
That makes you more of a villain.
No, it doesn't. What if
Alright.
I want to hear what someone's gonna get me for my birthday? That doesn't make me a villain. Just makes me prepared. Call me Boy Scout. Crazy prepared.
That's right, French.
Anyway, so this movie sucks, and I would not recommend it. Just watch something better instead, like Holiday, The Notebook,
It's not
A Walk
like
to Remember.
It might be worth an hour and a half if you just want to kill some time.
Yeah, if you have literally nothing else to do and you want to watch something that's mediocre and will only make you smile twice, sure, put it on.
Well,
So next week, we're leaving it up to you guys. What do you want us to watch? Put it in the comments.
yeah, give us something.
Yeah.
Last week we asked. We're asking again this week. YouTube, pop them in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Help us out.
Or you can always message us on Instagram, Twitter, any of those things.
And then we're going to make our decision if we actually get anything. We'll make our decision on, and if we only get one choice, you don't just get to be the winner.
Why do you have all these extra rules, David?
Just saying.
Just put
We'll flip a coin. You'll be in the coin flip.
Great. Well, you've been
Damn
listening
it.
to. Were you trying to say another
Oh, yeah.
thing?
Don't forget to subscribe. Follow on Twitter, Instagram.
And all the and everywhere we are.
Yes.
TikTok and all that. You've been listening to You Are Making This Difficult. I'm Beck.
I'm Dave.
Tune in next week.
This is Dave
And this is Beck.
from the Dave and Beck Show.
Beck and Dave.
You're making this difficult.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Make sure that you don't miss a beat and follow us on all social medias.
Yes, please. That's Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
the YouTube.
You don't have to say the, Dave.
And
Subscribe?
please subscribe. Yes. I was going to say that. That was my line. But thanks. Thanks for chipping in a little there, Becca.
God, you make this difficult. Subscribe.